Welcome back to the Chattable podcast, where enrich vocabulary and speak English with pride. Today we are diving into this episode with two very vivid English expressions.
Yeah, we're looking at two totally different extremes of human emotion, right? So celebrating massive success, and then on the flip side, dealing with extreme stress.
Exactly. And understanding when to use these expressions is honestly just as important as knowing their dictionary definitions.
Right, because social context is everything. You need to know the right time to drop a phrase so you sound totally natural in the real world.
So let's start with the positive one. The phrase is to give someone props. Or you might hear, give someone their props.
Yeah, that's a really great one. It basically means giving someone the respect, the credit, or, the public recognition they deserve for hard work.
Right. And initially, I thought this was about theater props, like fake swords or chairs on a stage.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people think that. But it's actually a shortened, very casual version of proper respect or proper recognition.
Oh, proper respect. So it just got chopped in half over time.
Exactly. You just squeeze the words together. And the origin story is really interesting. It comes heavily out of the global hip-hop community and also urban sports culture.
Like street basketball.
Yeah, exactly. Like street basketball in the late 1980s and 1990s. Respect was everything in those cultures, so demanding proper respect just naturally turned into the slang word, props.
That makes a lot of sense. And what's unique about this phrase is you often use it when you're forced to give credit to someone, even if you aren't really a fan of them.
Oh, for sure. It forces you to separate your personal bias from objective reality. You are just acknowledging their achievement publicly.
Right. Like in basketball, I was watching these old highlights of the New York Knicks having this unbelievable playoff run. They had won 13 straight games.
Yeah, that is a monumental achievement in professional basketball.
It really is. And they ended up leading the San Antonio Spurs 2-0 in the NBA Finals. Now, if you are a Spurs fan, you are obviously not happy about that score.
No, you're probably miserable watching that game.
Exactly. But as a fan of the sport itself, you'd look at your friend and say, well, I have to give the Knicks their props. They are just playing flawless basketball right now.
That's a perfect example. You respect the game more than your ego. And it works for everyday friendships, too. Let's say your friend Diego is playing in a local soccer match, but he's on the opposing team.
Right. So I actively want his team to lose.
Exactly. But he is out there playing the best game of his life, blocking every shot, passing perfectly.
So I would say, I really want us to win, but I have to give props to Diego. He's just unstoppable today.
Yeah, you're honoring the hard work, you're recognizing the performance, but...
Well, wait, let me ask you about the boundaries here. Could I use this phrase to compliment my boss, like in a really formal corporate setting with a CEO?
Oh, no. I would firmly advise against that. This is where reading the room becomes super crucial.
So it remains way too casual for a serious environment. Way too casual. You have to remember it's born from street and sports slang. It carries a very relaxed energy. So imagine you're writing an official legal contract or giving a solemn speech in court.
Oh, wow, yeah. You definitely would not look at the judge and say you want to give him his props.
Right. It sounds completely unprofessional and awkward. In those highly formal spaces, you just stick to standard words like commend or express appreciation. Save the props for casual Friday office chats.
Okay, that is a very clear rule to follow. Now, getting to the point where someone gives you props usually means you had to overcome a lot of massive obstacles first.
Oh, absolutely. Success usually demands a lot of frustration before you get there.
Which brings us perfectly to our second phrase for this episode. It's highly dramatic. The phrase is to tear one's hair out.
I love how vivid that one is. When you say it, you are describing someone being extremely anxious or just massively stressed out by a really difficult problem.
It really paints a visceral picture of intense worry. Where does this even come from? Well, it's actually an ancient, very dramatic expression of human stress. It stems from the actual, literal, physical act of a person pulling or clutching their own hair.
Wait, really? People literally did that?
Yeah, they did. Throughout ancient history, when feeling completely helpless or worried, people would physically grab their hair. It was a primitive biological reaction.
Like a physical manifestation of a mental headache.
Exactly. Today, obviously, it's just a colorful metaphor. You aren't literally pulling your hair out. You just use it to signal how massive your headache is.
It's such a great tool for storytelling because it forces you to picture that intense frustration. Like, think about the upcoming FIFA World Cup coming to the doorsteps of North America.
Oh, that is going to be incredibly complex.
Right, and it's also the most expensive World Cup ever in terms of ticket prices. So fans around the world are dealing with crazy digital lines and shifting prices.
Yeah, they're sitting at their laptops at midnight trying to secure a seat, and the website keeps freezing on them.
Exactly. You would say those fans are just tearing their hair out trying to get tickets. It captures that ultimate feeling of modern helplessness.
That is the perfect way to use it. It describes that high-pitched structural frustration so well.
And it applies to everyday work stress, too. Let's say a woman named Sophia works at a local summer camp. She runs the entire online registration system.
Oh, I can already see where this is going. Registration day is always a nightmare.
It is, and just minutes before it officially opens, the booking system completely breaks down. Sophia is staring at broken computer code, and the phone lines are ringing with angry parents.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the pressure on her shoulders in that office must feel completely crushing.
So if we were telling her story, we would say Sophia was tearing her hair out trying to fix the broken booking system.
Yes, that tells the listener she wasn't just mildly annoyed. She was at the absolute limit of her stress tolerance.
Okay, but again, I have to ask about boundaries here. This is a very intense, ancient image of despair. Are there moments where using this expression could backfire and really offend someone?
Yes, there is a crucial boundary. Because it's become slightly comical, everyday slang, it lost its solemnity. You must never use this phrase when discussing truly catastrophic life tragedies.
So strictly forbidden for situations involving genuine grief.
100%.
Yeah.
If someone experiences a severe personal loss or a real medical disaster, you do not use this phrase.
Because it treats their very real pain like a broken summer camp website.
Exactly. It sounds incredibly insensitive and dramatically disrespectful. You have to save this phrase strictly for everyday frustrations and hard tasks. You know, annoying structural problems.
Okay, keep the heavy metaphors for the lighter problems. That makes perfect sense. So, to bring this all together for you listening, today you might be tearing your hair out over a difficult project at work.
Yeah, that buzzing panic is totally normal.
But if you push through that frustration, eventually you get it done. And tomorrow, someone will be giving you props for getting that exact same project across the finish line. So use these phrases with confidence.
I really love how those two connect. And actually, before we wrap up this deep dive, I have a final provocative thought for you to ponder.
Oh, let's hear it.
So tearing your hair out is this ancient physical gesture of stress that turned into modern slang, right?
Right. The physical act faded, but the language stayed.
Exactly. So it makes you wonder about the future. What other physical reactions that we do today might eventually evolve into the metaphorical slang of the future?
Oh, like biting our nails when we're nervous.
Yeah. Or holding our breath when we read a scary email. Or staring at our phones to avoid a hard task.
Yeah.
Will a student 100 years from now say they are biting their nails over a project, even if they aren't physically doing it?
That is such a wild, fascinating thought. Our physical anxiety today is literally writing the slang dictionaries of tomorrow.
It really is. Language is a living thing, and it just keeps recording our daily habits.
Well, that is a brilliant note to end on. A huge thank you to everyone listening. Keep building your vocabulary, keep practicing your pronunciation, and never stop exploring the stories behind the words we use. We will catch you on the next deep dive.